Sam and Associates. I'm here today at the Circuit of the Americas F1 track in Austin. Now today I want to tell you about a very inspiring and amazing individual, and his name is KIMI RAIKKONEN. Now today what I mainly want to talk about with Kimi is first his achievements, his motivation, and then his amazing strategic mind of the sport in general. Now, some of his most notable achievements are, first of all, he was world champion of 2007, meaning he was essentially the best driver out of everyone in the world. When Kimi won the world championship in 2007, it was his first year with Ferrari, and he won it by only 1 point. Second place was a two-way tie between Hamilton and Alonso. Now, second of all, he's driven the most miles in F1 recorded in its entirety, which is about 52,100 miles in practice, races, and qualifying. Now, third of all, he's entered 321 races, which is insane if you think about how there are only 20 races in a season, and he's been driving for about 19 plus years now. Now, what truly sets him aside from the rest of the drivers is his motivation for doing it. He does it because he enjoys it. He, in fact, called Formula One his hobby, flying around corners at 130 miles an hour, down straights 230.
It's more like a hobby for me, so obviously I don't need to do it if I don't want.
Now let me tell you a definitely notable story about Kimi. Now this story is what made many people love him and make them their favorite driver. It was Monaco in the early 2000s, and this was when F1 had a lot less reliable cars. So Kimi, he's driving his best, as Kimi always does, and his car starts smoking out the back. Now he pulls over and he climbs out of the car. And as his car is flaming, instead of going back to the paddock, as most F1 drivers would do, he goes to his yacht and sits in the pool as his car is flaming on the track.
There is Kimi Raikkonen. He's not even gone back to the paddock. He's got his shirt off. He's on his boat. He's with some of his best mates from Finland.
And that's when a lot of people knew Kimi's just doing it for fun. Now what made Kimi my favorite driver is that in 2018, he won here in Austin, Texas. Hamilton was on pole and Kimi in second. Now as the race started, Hamilton tried to push Kimi off the track, but Kimi still got around him and maintained first place in that first corner. Kimi then went on to win the race, which means Kimi Raikkonen stood right there on the #1 spot at this podium only 2 years ago. Now, we'd seen a lot of shirts that said, "Leave me alone, I know what I'm doing," and it's said by somebody named Kimi Raikkonen. We weren't really sure who that was because we hadn't really been that into F1. But then when he won, it made everything clear. There's something special about this sport, the community, the thrill of just seeing somebody win that hasn't for so long. With his last year in Ferrari, Kimi Raikkonen won right here. He has been my favorite driver ever since. And that is why I'm making this video. Imagine this. It's Abu Dhabi 2012. It's a night race. All you can see is the light that is shown upon the track. And all you see of the F1 cars is the snap of the light reflecting off of the shiny exterior, and then it's gone. Kimi Raikkonen is in first place with the Lotus F1 team. Now the race engineers are in his ear saying, "Kimi, watch out for the tires. Kimi, keep an eye on the pace. Kimi, you gotta speed up." And that's when Kimi said it. The famous phrase that everybody puts on t-shirts. "Leave me alone. I know what to do." Kimi went on to win that race, and it was the first race win for the Lotus F1 team. Kimi Raikkonen has earned the nickname the Iceman because of how his cool personality in the car melts away as soon as he gets out. As soon as he gets out of the car, he is very antisocial and avoids the press at all costs. In fact, he said, F1 without the press would be a paradise. And you can see he lives by these words, and he definitely believes them because he barely talks to them at all.
Kimi, did you have any temptation to go to drive the simulator?
No.
Now, at the time of this video being made, Kimi Raikkonen is still racing, except many people believe that he might retire next year, which is exactly why you should tune into the next F1 race. Now, if you're watching this video a few years in the future, still watch the next F1 race, because undoubtedly, it will still be amazing. There will still be the amazing drivers and, of course, the fast cars. I mean, there probably won't be another driver quite like Kimi for quite some time, but still, there are many joys in the sport and watching it every Sunday. This was definitely a video close to my heart. Thank you all for watching.